Yes,
All right, you are an ex-Muslim, you said?
yes, and I have questions on how you can refute the prophecies said by Muhammad because
Like,
most of the prophecies are being proven true.
like what?
So can you,
Like what?
uh, they say about the unavoidability of riba in the end times,
But
and
my friend, you see, this is stupid of them to say that because interest is something, according to the Quran, the Jews they practice at that time. So if the end of the time people they practice riba, that means that the end of the time started before Muhammad. So this is stupid to say. Even Muhammad, according to Muslims, they say he borrow money from a Jew, which means he paid him interest because a Jew will not give you money unless you pay him interest. So if the judgment day will happen because people are corrupt and they are paying interest, that means Muhammad is the first one to be a corrupt person and he was paying interest. Otherwise, how he got the loan from the Jew as the Muslim they claim?
yes.
Hmm. So
And
you see
what
how easy?
about
Yeah.
they make the claim that there's going to be big, tall buildings built in
Well,
the
tall
end
buildings is
times?
built before Muhammad. If you go study history, you will see that the Yemen supposedly, the Muslim, they claim this is where the Arab coming from, according to them. So Yemen, and go right now, search for, like old building in Yemen, you will see very high buildings, and those are shepherd, this is what they make living from. They grow shepherd and sheep, and they are naked. So so they have high buildings since the time of Muhammad. So if this is the case, well, Islam is is a fraud. In the same time, let us go for the sake of argument. If the judgment day will
Okay.
happen when the Arab have high building, okay, so why is it happening? What is that? Okay, the Arab have high building since long time ago. So where is the judgment day, right? So when a Muslim he says something to you, I mean, it's very easy to refute the stupidity. Are you there, my friend? Hello.
Yes,
Okay, because I
but
lost you.
how can we prove to the Muslims that this is true? Because they show us that the Middle East is becoming green again, and it's becoming like how Muhammad
The Middle East, my
prophesied.
friend, is dead, is not going green. That's stupid to say, with my respect to you. Because if I take the water from the ground and I water the grass in the front of my yard, that will not make the Middle East green. Actually, Jordan just bought millions of gallons of water. They paid money from it, from Israel. So they are desperate. Egypt is going to go in war with Ethiopia just because they built a dam. Syria and Iraq, they are dying because Turkey closed the river and they put dams on the rivers. So the whole Middle East have no water. And Emirat, their water is coming from the sea. They are spending a lot of money to make the salt water fresh water. So did the Middle East become a green? Absolutely false. It's the opposite. It's more dry. Don't the whole world speak about the global warming? Don't
Yes.
don't history and science, you go right now and see. I remember in Saudi Arabia, a Swedish company, they build a phone, phone center, like phone company, and they have an
Mm.
agreement of a 25 years of use, which means the government allow them, okay, you build the company, you have customers, for 25 years you collect money. After 25 years, we take the company from you. When 25 years is over, the sand of the desert was already covering half of the center. So everybody knows about the sand, and the desert is growing, not shrinking in the Middle East. So all of this is just a garbage. Uh, the Saudi,
So
the Saudi. Let me
how
tell you
are
what,
these lies so far spread? Like
my friend.
the claims.
If you see, if nobody wanna use his brain, those lies work. It depends how stupid, how smart you are, how educated, how much you search, how much you study.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And can you debunk the claim of embryology in the Quran?
Well, this is
Because
very easy. Actually,
they,
this is not only debunk, this is the proof that Allah is false God and Muhammad is a false prophet.
oh
Yeah,
yeah, can
because
you can you do it? Like,
sure, we do it
because
right
in the
now.
Quran. Oh yeah, thank you.
Yeah, because the Quran. you see, there is the easiest way to prove anything is to go to their books. And when the Quran says in chapter 23, verse number 14, as an example, and then that we made the sperm into a congealed blood.
Yeah.
How that can be a miracle? This is stupid, because there's no scientist in the world agree that the semen will transform into a blood, and that blood will become a baby. So the verse here says, and we made the sperm into a clot of a congealed blood. That means the sperm itself become a dead blood, and then that dead blood will become a lump, and that lump will become like a piece of lousy material like bones, and then we make the bones, and then we close the bones with the flesh. So according to the Quran, the last thing is to close your bones, the last stage, and then Allah, then He closes you with the flesh. According to which science? So, and according to which science, sperm will become a blood, and according to which science, the blood will become a lump. This is the whole stupid thing. And in the same time, the Quran make it so clear that the sperm is coming from the backbone of the man. So how in the world such a thing can be true? So all of this is a clear proof that Muhammad is a false prophet. Not to forget to mention chapter 86, verse number 6 and 7 says that the sperm of the man coming from the backbone, and the women have a sperm coming from her ribs. And we can open right now Ibn Kathir, and we can read the interpretation, and everybody will laugh. So what the Muslim, they will say, we don't agree with the interpretation. What the Quran says, that not the interpretation. The interpretation is just saying what the Quran is saying.
Yeah. So the many Muslim doctors are lying?
I'm afraid anyone who don't want to be honest, he can be dishonest. This is not, this is a choice people they make. But for us, you see, we are not showing you a book made by somebody. He is a Christian. This is not a book made by a Jew or a Hindu. Those are their scholars, and those books is what they teach to their children. So when they're a scholar, they explain the Quran and say the following. Read with me carefully. I don't know if you can see the screen. He created the fume from water gushing forth, meaning sexual fluid comes burst forth from the men and the women. Okay, continue. It says, meaning from the backbone of the man and the ribs of the women, which is referring to the chest. So how in the world? So are they blind? No, they knew. But you see, this is the whole idea. Islam is a big scam, and there's people they make a benefit from the scam.
Billions of people in the world are lying and playing this lie with each other.
When they lie, they are lying to themselves, not to us. Because here we go, it's in front of us. I go. This is Ibn Kathir. Is Ibn Kathir is a Christian? Is he a Jew? Is he a Hindu?
No.
Okay, so what we will do? The second you ask them, they say, "Oh, open the interpretation. This is not what the Quran is saying." Okay, we open the interpretation, and now what they will say? "Oh, Ibn Kathir is just a man. Well, Muhammad is just a man too." When Muhammad he said this, you see, the master of biology is Muhammad, right?
Yeah.
Dr. Muhammad. So when Muhammad he says, if a man have an orgasm first, the baby will be a boy. In which science is that?
Yeah, it's not science. That's
not only science, that is stupid, you know. So so when Muhammad he said such a thing, obviously either he is just being stupid, you know, or trying to be smart, and you know, speaking in front of people who do not know anything about medicine or biology, and at that time would work because they don't know, you know. Let us put the hadith here. Here we go. This is the hadith in front of us. It says, Muhammad said, and this is sahih. They cannot say this is weak, and you know, it says here, the messenger of Allah, he said, the man water is thick and white, and the women water is thin and yellow. Muhammad is expert with orgasm. which one of them comes first, the child will resemble the parents. Okay, what we will do now? This is a
That
prophecy.
doesn't.
This is a Muhammad making prophecy now, because this is supposedly nobody knows, right?
That doesn't make
Yeah, this
sense.
is stupid. Not only the saying, what about Muhammad saying that the sperm stay inside the mother belly for 40 days?
No.
When, if we go to Prophet Gogol, peace be upon him, in Prophet Gogol, he will say that the maximum days for a sperm or semen to live is 5 days. 5 days maximum. So
Yeah.
Muhammad, he did not really make a big mistake. It just only, I mean, 35 days. That's all. You know,
Yeah.
it's not a big deal if you think about it. I mean, it is 5 days, but he's close, because Muhammad said 40 days. I mean, what the difference between 5 days and 40 days? Not much. It's just a few weeks. What a big deal? Come on, you know.
Yeah.
Not a, it's just a month and 2 weeks, or let's say, yeah, a month and 1 week, a month and one. I mean, come on, it's not a big deal, right?
So like all of Muhammad's prophecies were false.
All Muhammad prophecy. There's no prophecy. This is stupid things. How in the world we can call them prophecy?
Because I did leave Islam, but like it's hard to fight with these prophecies they give.
Ah, come on, my friend. This is stupid. Don't you see? Just watch my
Yeah.
videos and take notes, and you will see how you can refute their stupidity. So, did you leave Islam
Yeah.
only, and your family with you?
No, I just did myself. And usually when you leave Islam, they say like, oh, you're under jinn possession or something.
I noticed, by the way, when you call me that you have a genie in your nose. Have you ever heard of a religion believe that shaitan he sleep in your nose, piss in your ears,
No.
and and no, piss in your ears, sleep in your nose, and he jump at your mouth, and when you are yawning.
So like you debunk Islam, but you're a Christian. So like what's the difference between Islam and Christianity? Because I left Islam and now I don't have a religion. So I don't know if Christianity is true.
My
It
friend,
seems
my friend,
quite similar to Islam.
no, it's not. There's nothing. There's no connection between Islam and Christianity. Muhammad, because it's a scam, he used the name of Christ in his Quran, but just to be accepted. It's like the fake cable guy who come to your door. He say, hey, I want to install the cable for you, but in fact he is a thief. This is how Muhammad and what Muhammad is. So there's nothing whatsoever between Islam and Christianity. We have no connection. Islam is just a fraud. It's a collection of pagan religions. So Muhammad, he took some from the Christians, some from the Jews, some from the Arab, some from the Persian, some from
Yeah.
the fire worshippers, and he put it all together. And he made a new religion, and he says, okay, this is my religion. So what Muhammad do is the same as many cult, or let us say political leaders, they do these days. They smile to
Yeah.
everybody just to be elected, you know. So Muhammad in the beginning, he was weak. He wanted to be accepted. He don't have army yet. So he said to the Christians, you will go to heaven. He said to the Sabian, he will go to heaven. But the Sabian, they worship stars.
Yeah.
How how the Sabian and the Christian and the Jew became a family. you know.
So
In chapter 2, verse number
yeah.
62, he said, just this is Joe Biden making a speech for election. He said, verily, verily those who believe, and those who they are Jews, and those who they are a Christian, and those who they are Sabian, because those are the three major religions at that time. I mean, there's nobody left.
So Islam lies
And
about
whoever believe in
Christianity.
Allah, okay, and whoever believe in Allah, which means nobody left. That's it, because all the Arab believe in Allah. And whoever
Okay.
believe in Allah on the last day and do righteous, he will go to heaven. Like who? What the heck? This is a speech of election day of Joe Biden, who forgot his name. By the way, what's your name? Joe Biden. So
Yeah.
your name is Joe Biden. Yeah, yeah. So you are not the senator, you are the president. So I want to say to you, my friend, as long as you left Islam, I'm very happy for you.
Yeah.
What do you know about the Messiah?
Well, even though I'm an atheist right now, I do not know if Jesus existed. Like, is there proof?
Oh, for sure. What is the date today?
I don't really know. Wait, let me check.
Hmm. Take your time.
It's 18th November 2021.
After Christ. Thank you very much. So
Yeah,
even your computer run by Christ date. Even your Sari, even your watch, even your phone, even our conversation, even your everything. So when somebody says, I don't know if crisis exists, well, everything proved that the crisis exists. So for me, you want to be an atheist, this is your business. But atheism is just another stupid religion too, because
yeah.
uh,
No,
you
I
know,
don't have a religion, so I'm just scared to be fooled like I was by Islam because
no, I
I
don't want you to.
escaped Islam.
Yeah, I don't want you to be fooled. I want you to read the Bible. You can start reading from the book of Luke or the book of John, or whatever you want, book you want, and maybe I will advise you to do something. Maybe it's strange.
Okay.
Go. I don't know if you have a physical book of the Bible. Do you have any copy?
No.
No.
Oh, but I can buy one.
Okay, get one. And the Muslim, they will say to you, there's many versions of the Bible. Those are translation, my friend. Those are just translation. The original is
Okay.
in Hebrew or in Greek or in Aramaic. So a translation, and then maybe you can do little, let us say, little try. Hold the
Okay.
Bible in your hand, make like go quiet, and say to you in your heart, Lord, show me something in this book if you are exist. And then open the book, wherever it's open, start reading.
So in Christianity, is Jesus God or
He is
he's
God,
like part
absolutely.
of?
Yes, he is God. Yes. Yeah. He's our
Yeah,
Lord, he's
because
our Savior.
for me, Trinity is not confusing. I think it makes more sense than Islam does.
Well, my friend, God is almighty. And if God, he
Yeah, yeah.
cannot be what he is, I mean, what are we going? Why the Muslims don't tell their God, how come you have a leg? Nobody ask him. Okay, well, your leg is made from what? Nobody ask him. Uh, the Muslim, they don't make fun of Mary having a child without a man. Why? Because the Quran says so. So the Muslims are hypocrite when they question things. But if Muhammad he says there's Trinity, every Muslim will say there's Trinity. If he
Yeah,
says there's
but
no Trinity, he will say
Trinity,
there's no Trinity.
yeah, but Trinity makes sense because God can do anything. So
No, it's not about
God can,
not. It's not about only God can do anything. This is how God He is. Either you accept that God is God, and then you don't question because if we want to question, we should ask us everything. We should question Him. How you can be God? you know,
so
hey God,
how do we,
hey God, how you create this earth, man? Come on, tell me. Hello, you cannot do it. Prove it to me. So if we wanna start asking questions, I mean, we have to question everything. We have to question how God can be
yeah,
God and how you can do this. Okay, how Jesus can walk in the water. Hello. Okay, how Jesus can make the blind see. How Jesus he is born
because
without a
he's
father.
God.
So the Muslims are hypocrite. They question only when they want and they go blind when they want. I don't want you to be blind. I want you to question.
Yeah,
I want you to do the opposite. So
thanks.
yeah, I want you to be smart and not to accept something unless it is really,
Yeah.
go into your
But
heart and make you
how do
believe in
you
it.
know that Jesus is just not like Muhammad? What if Jesus
Well,
is
first of
also
all,
like
I will give you a
Muhammad?
sentence. The Messiah, he said,
Yeah.
from their fruits you shall know them. So what we need to do about Jesus is to examine the fruit of Jesus. As simple as that.
Yeah.
Because I can make a speech to you uh, about me being good, right? I can claim to be the
Yeah.
best, you know, but I can be the opposite. Actually, most of people who claim to be good, they are not.
Yeah, like Muhammad.
It doesn't matter really. Most of people who claim to be good, I don't trust them. I trust a person who says I am bad more than a person saying I am good.
So, did Jesus say he was bad?
No, he said I am the good shepherd, and this is why we say let us examine if he was good or not. So if he passed the test, which he himself, he put the terms and the condition of it, then that's mean Jesus is not hypocrite. So when Jesus in Matthew said, from you shall know them from their fruits, he speak about himself too. So I advise you to examine the fruit of Jesus. Jesus, he never owned a slave. Jesus, he never killed.
Yes.
Jesus, he never fornicate. Jesus, he never cheat. Jesus never lie. Jesus never commit sin. Jesus
Yeah,
never
he didn't marry a 6-year-old like
did
Muhammad, so
and never get paid. You know, I mean, you see, if you ask me, Christian Prince, are you good? I'm not going to say I'm good. I mean, I'm a sinner. You know, I
yes.
would be a big liar if I say I'm good. No, you see, the Bible says no one is good but God. When a person he said to Jesus, "Are you? You are good." So Jesus said to him, "Why you say I am good? Only God is good." The Muslim would say to
But
you,
isn't
"See, Jesus
Jesus
saying."
God?
Yes, but Jesus, he said in the same time, I'm the good shepherd. So he's saying to him,
Oh,
how
okay.
you know that I am good when you know in the same time that this is a description will not be given to anyone save God. You know what I mean? How you know
Yeah,
I
that
am,
makes sense.
yeah. So so Jesus, you know, I can claim to be good too. You can claim to be good too, but talk is cheap. That's why I say to you, when Jesus said in chapter 7 in Matthew, from their fruit you shall know them. You can go and examine the fruit of Jesus. So if he said don't do fornication and he fornicate, well, that's mean Jesus is a liar. If he
Yeah.
said don't lie and he lie, well, that's mean he's a liar. If he say, you know, whatever he said, so examine his fruits. If his fruit is wonderful, is his fruit and his act is in total agreement with his teaching, that's mean this person is perfect, and perfection is only for God. Jesus in the cross, you know, when they asked Jesus how to pray, like teach us how to pray, he said, say like this, our Father art of heaven. And then he said to them, forgive to us the same as we forgive to others. So imagine Jesus, he don't forgive, but he is the one is asking us to forgive. But look what Jesus did. In the cross, Jesus, he said, Father, forgive them, they do not know what are they doing. He's asking forgiveness
Yeah.
for who? Do you know?
That's very merciful.
For the one is killing him right now. It's not like
Yeah.
this is later after the pain is gone, you know. I mean, right now they have nails in my hands, nails in my feet, and they are insulting me. They are rejoicing for my death, and then in the same time I'm worried about them. And actually,
Yeah.
the mercy of Jesus here is not only about forgiving. He did say something very important to the Christians, because somebody might say,
What?
hey, let us go and
What did you say?
seek revenge from the Jews because they killed Jesus. Nobody now can say that. Why? Because Jesus said, forgive them, Father. They didn't know what they are doing. So if Jesus himself, he forgive them, I cannot say I'm going to go after the one who killed Jesus. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I
his
left
mercy,
Islam because that wasn't the truth. So I'm really interested to know if Christianity is the truth, because I'm impressed that you debunk Islam, but you are a Christian. And in my mind, Christianity is kind of like Islam. So I would love if that was disproven.
well, didn't I change your mind a little bit at least
Yeah,
about
yeah, you
Christianity?
did.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did.
So what do you think?
Yeah, I'll look into it because I have respect for Jesus as a person, if he's real or not, because he is much better than Muhammad, who I used to follow.
My friend,
So,
I will tell you if Jesus is true or not. I am a person, since I was a kid, I take a gun with me wherever I go. I used to fight with people I do not know. I used to jump in a fight. I have no idea why I'm jumping in the fight. I see two people fighting, I jump in the fight. Like, you know, I see two guys fighting one guy, I jump with the one guy against the two guy. Why? I do not know, because I felt it's not justice, so I jump in the fight. So I was a person who jumped into fighting, problems, trouble, for no reason. You know, like to the point, any fight happened, my parents they blame me right away, even if I was not guilty, really. If anything happened in the school, they accuse me that I am behind it. So I have like a very bad reputation as a person who
yeah,
jump into fight. So With Jesus, I am a different person now. I don't go and fight with people. I can still carry my gun, but I don't fight anyone. So Jesus can change you and make you a better person. But with Muhammad, will make you a terrorist.
Yes, that's why I left Islam, because
So yeah,
it
so
wasn't the truth.
without Jesus, I was, let us say, a terrorist. I terrify everybody. So with Jesus, I am not. With Muhammad, you convert to Islam today. You were a nice person all your life. You join Islam, you became a terrorist second day.
Yeah.
So with Jesus, you will be the opposite. Without Jesus, is different person. So if Jesus is not real, how Jesus had changed me and made me give my time and give my work to serve him, to save Muslims from him. We love Muslims, we don't hate them.
So how do you know the word of Jesus? Where do you get it from?
The Bible. That's why I
Is
said to
it
you,
written by Jesus?
it have to, you see, when we say it is written by Jesus, why Jesus need to write it? Because Jesus, he was speaking to thousands of people and he had disciples, and he said to them, go and teach what you heard from me. So it was the duty given to the disciple to teach and preach and carry on the word. At the same time, Jesus, he said, the sky, which means the heaven and the earth, will disappear or will be dissolved, but my word will be always protected. So the teaching of Jesus is not a book, is what
Yeah.
came to us with his, let us say, amazing work. So because book is a way of transmitting information, because we die, right? We die, we don't stay alive. So okay, now I have an idea, I'm going to write it, so when a child is born 60 years after, he can read my idea, right?
Yeah.
So
Yes.
because we don't live for it for forever, we write books. But for God, there's no need for books. That's why when the Muslim, they say that Allah have a book, that's stupid to say. I mean, why Allah have a book? He's eternal, according supposedly. Why when I write a book? Do Allah have a bad memory? I write a book because I will die, because I will not exist after maybe 10 years, maybe 20 years, maybe tomorrow, I don't know. So we write information so we can carry on the information to coming generation. But the word of God is with God always, and always he can keep it with his own people. So, and Jesus, he said, to make the whole Bible so short, he said, wish to others what you wish to yourself. This is the book. That's it. Wish to others
So
what do you
to
wish.
know more about Jesus, I'm supposed to read the Bible?
Yes, for sure. Why,
Okay.
I mean, don't you want to know what he did? Don't you know what he said? Don't you want to know
Yeah,
his
yeah,
teaching?
I do. But my question to Christianity is just like, what if someone doesn't know about Christianity? Will they go to hell?
Well, let us make it simple. If I am a person who work in the fire department, I come to your house and I knock at your door and I say, hey, there's a smoke is coming from your roof. There's a fire.
Mm,
And you say to me, I
yeah.
don't care. Get out of here. No, I don't believe you. And then the fire came and ate you alive. Do you blame me or you blame yourself?
Um, Myself.
Okay, this is what Jesus did. So God, he sent his only begotten son to save you, saying to you, there's a fire is going to come to your house and will eat you. And you say, I don't care. I don't believe you. This is your business. We believe in free will.
Yeah.
So free will is your decision where you want to go. You want to be with him or you don't want to be with him.
Yeah, but what about places like North Korea where you're not allowed to be Christian? What
My
will
friend,
happen to
my
them?
friend, all those have an answer in the Bible. As an example, let us say a person, he never heard about Jesus.
Yes, so
Okay, that person will be judged by what God gave him, which means the knowledge he has. So let us say a person, he's born in the jungle of Brazil. He have his own savage life, etc. Those people still, God will be just with them. He will not judge them with somebody the same as somebody he received the Bible. So
yeah,
God,
that seems fair.
yeah. So when God he created you, he put inside you humanity, which is a feeling of a human. So when you're when you rape a woman, it's bad, right? When you see somebody
Yeah.
you see somebody is crying, obviously you made him sad, right? You do not need to be genius. When you steal, this is not yours. When you kill, that this is blood and this is ugly. You should not do that. So even those who don't have book of God, God he put inside them some knowledge about right or wrong. Let us say
Yeah.
it's something born with you. So God will judge them by what they know, nothing else. It's
Yeah.
like
Thank you, Sebi.
the same for a child.
I,
Yeah, the same for a child. If a child is born yesterday and he died tomorrow, okay, is God going to judge him because he don't believe in Jesus? No, because he's a child, So he will go to heaven because
so
simply he
so
did
it's
not do
not
any.
like Islam.
No, it's not. No, my friend. God is about justice, and justice is you will be given and you will be
So,
questions about what you've been given. Nothing more, nothing less. So
so
if you
there's
take if you
no.
take from me, I will explain to you. If you take from me £1, why I'm going to ask you for $1 when I gave you £1? So I
Yeah.
gave you £1, I question you about the pound. I gave you nothing, I question you about nothing. So a child, he was given nothing. So I will
Yeah.
not question you
So
about anything.
so it's not like Islam where Allah decides everything and you cannot change it.
Yeah, they believe in destiny. We don't believe in that. We believe
So
that
there's no
we have
predestiny.
a free will. No, we have a free will. This is why Jesus said, not everyone says to me, God, God will enter the kingdom of my Father, but the one who do his will. So you have to do the will of the Father. It's a choice, but you don't have to if you don't want. It's up to you.
Okay.
Yeah. So those who do the will of the Father, it is his will, but still you choose it yourself, which means, okay, this is his will, and now should I follow it or not? This is your decision. So we
Okay.
don't believe in such a thing. It's called destiny. I can say we have little kind of destiny. Let us say it's a destiny since Adam commits sin that we are going to die, right? I can't change that.
Yeah.
So I can say this is a kind of destiny is exist, but this is not what Islam believe in. Islam believe that your act is a pre-written in the book of God, and He decide for you what you will do. So what the point of judging me for something He forced me to do?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Islam
So
is
it's not like that
Islam
in
simply
Christianity.
Islam simply is a stupid religion. Doesn't make sense in every word and every meaning. Anyway, my friend, uh, go read the Bible, and I will be happy. I will give
Yeah.
you some time. Call me again, maybe some other time, but just remind me because I have tens
Yeah.
of thousands text me in this stupid Skype. Just tell me I'm the one who spoke to you before, and I'm ex-Muslim, blah blah blah, and I
Yeah.
will call you.
Yeah.
Anything
Yeah.
else, my
Thank you,
friend?
CP.
You're welcome.
No, nothing.
Should I ask you
Yeah.
from
I'll
where, if
look
you
it
don't
in.
mind to say? If you don't like to say,
No.
okay, no problem. All right, take care, my friend. God bless you.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah. Thanks, CP. Bye.
bye bye.